Louisiana Beer Reviews, we are looking at the world famous Busch.
Busch beer introduced in 1955. It was Anheuser-Busch's first new beer since the end of Prohibition.
And this is fermented in some ceramic tanks. At least that's what I was told in 2005 when I went to the Anheuser-Busch distillery in Jacksonville, Florida.
Okay.
They distinctly have separate tanks. They have the aluminum tanks, and they told us at the time, of course it's 13 years ago, that this was fermented in some ceramic tanks. Now this probably is from that. Well, no, this is probably from
Houston. Let's see.
This is probably from Houston.
Yep, Houston.
Okay, so I don't know how far the Jacksonville distributor.
Probably out to Georgia and maybe Alabama. Water, barley, malt, cereal grains, which is corn syrup, hops, and
I
yeast.
think they go as far as Pascagoula, because when we were treated after Katrina, we went to Jacksonville, Florida, and I know that it was before that weekend.
My hand was slipping.
Was it Labor Day weekend? And what they did is they produced a lot of the 20 packs, and at the time, the new beer was Bud Select.
Oh yeah.
And so there was beer all over the place, and what they did, they could not bring it to that area because that area is decimated. It was meant to go to the casinos. So they brought all the beer back, and they had to sell it. So what they did is they offered a 20 pack for $10 with a $5 off coupon. So you got a 20 pack of Bud Select, Bud Light, all those Bud brands for $5.
That's a great deal.
It's an awesome deal. It's a deal you'll never see again.
I would doubt that.
All right, so this is in the
I mean, I would doubt that you could ever
what
see
I
it
call a
again.
slimmer and taller version of a quart bottle. I haven't.
Yeah, usually the quarts are fatter. This one is a skinny one. And it was pretty cheap at the racetrack. I think I bought it at racetrack.
Did you pay like $2 for this?
I think it was cheaper than that. A few more things about Busch. It was not even sold nationally until 1989. So it's only been 29 years it's been a nationwide beer. Another thing about it, I was looking through my literature this morning, my Anheuser-Busch 1996-97 information booklet. And this beer used to be 4.9% alcohol. The current version is 4.3. It's like they went from 4.9 to 4.6, and now it's 4.3. Why they dropped it, I do not know.
Well, I noticed with last time we tried, the last two times we tried Budweiser, that it seemed to be a little watery and not as a robust beer as it used to be. So I would assume that they're watering down the beer.
We noticed with liquor brands that they've dropped the alcohol level. They were 86 to 90 proof, and now most of them are 80.
Well, you know why they're doing that, right? Because they're looking after our health. They don't want us to get too drunk.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's really.
It's like everyone. No, my God.
I just
You
thought
can't be here.
they figured people would like something lighter. That's just, I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, it's golden, or is that straw?
That's straw.
Not much of a head, but it was there.
It looks like Bud Light.
Fizzy.
It smells like Bud Light.
Oh, and Busch Light is 4.1%, so there isn't much difference.
Ooh, wow. 4.341. 4.341.
But it's got a good deal less calories. I think the calories on this one is 135.
What?
Something like
I
that.
should be drinking ice beer.
Right?
All right, let's go ahead and taste it.
Well, let's get the aroma real fast for the viewers. Oh yeah, it smells like Bud Light. It's pungent. It's sweet grain.
It's watery. It's watery. Not a whole lot of taste. It's all light. Very light.
I should bring up a Busch Light.
It's almost like a water substitute.
For people that want beer but with a very watery presentation.
Oh, this is lighter than Coors Light. Coors Light has been known and dubbed as water beer. So this now owns the crown of being the water beer.
Well, you had Busch many times in your life, I'm sure.
Back in the 80s, yeah, it had robustness.
That
to
was
it.
the stronger
I'm
version.
going to tell you that just about every Anheuser-Busch product that I've been drinking lately is watered down.
And now the Busch Ice we had, we can't really count that review because that was out of date by a good deal. So that was a wash. And that was like a...
I don't think you did that review with me. I think you did it with...
No, remember? And you said, there's something wrong with it. We were sitting at this table and I said, well, it's from early, it was made like in early 2017. And then we decided, nah, it was just, it wasn't a fair review. Yeah, we've done so many, but yeah. I gotta bring a fresh Busch Ice from a road trip because I didn't see it anywhere in Florida on this recent road trip. Okay, well, it's a crisp finish, gotta admit that.
Yeah. It goes in. Crisp finish, just like spring water would.
It would be a good barbecue or crawfish boil beer.
A good starter beer.
Yeah. It is one of the top 10 selling beers in the United States. But actually, Busch Light is more popular. Well, you believe, you know that. Busch Light is a more popular product.
Well, it's because of the distribution process. The old AB boys have quite the power and can distribute this all over the place.
But
They actually wound up distributing some local stuff too.
I think in Louisiana, Busch is probably more popular, but around the whole United States, Busch Light is more popular.
Hmm.
But they're both very popular beers.
But the Bud Ice was popular.
And Bud Ice is extremely popular in Louisiana, southeastern Louisiana. And I talked to the distributor about it. He said they don't know why. It just started exploding in sales. It did nothing to promote
Well,
it.
it's got the light profile, like this does, and the elevated alcohol. So this is
5.5.
4.3. It's 5.5. And it's light. You drink it and it's light. You're not getting, it's almost like drinking a natural light.
Yeah. And you go to Exxon on Veterans Boulevard, and there's an entire cooler dedicated to every type of container of Bud Ice you ever saw, you know, every bottle size and can size. And he said they don't know why it's popular, but they're just running with it, you know, they're just kind of like...
It's one on Loyola and Kenna.
They're going to sell it. No, it's over there on, close to Clearview Mall, on the lakeside.
I did notice they had cheap gas at that Exxon over there at Loyola and Kenna.
Uh-huh. That's right. I know what you're talking about. Well, how would you score this?
For what it is,
Yeah.
Just
a
a
lighter
light-
body premium beer.
I'd give it a B. It's a good solid B. I wish it had a little bit more flavor to it. Again, I think it's watered down.
So this does not remind you of what you experienced with Busch in the, like 1988,
Yeah.
30 years ago.
Yeah, they had a robustness to it. That is gone.
I'm going to give it a B+, but my experience with Busch has been kind of similar to this. When I started drinking it in 1996, it was 4.9, so it did have more body and a little more character. But it wasn't that different than this, but yes, this is, you know, when you go from 4.9 to 4.6 and then now to 4.3, it is a pretty good drop. But, you know, interestingly, in Canada, it's still sold, I think it's a 4.6 or 4.7 for some reason.
Well, that's because it's cold up there and they don't have much to do except hockey, donuts,
Hunting.
trailer park boys.
And they want something with more body. And I know when I went to Canada, the coffee was...
Ted McKenzie, so they have to drink
Uh,
ice.
Oh, yeah. I noticed in Canada they have really good coffee, you know.
And epic mealtime too. They have epic mealtime.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
We had some good meals there. We were drinking coffee and...
No, it's a podcast.
Oh.
Epic mealtime.
Oh, okay.
They're from Canada. I don't know what province, but
Yeah.
I think the English-speaking area,
Okay. Eastern part, maybe.
perhaps.
Or maybe the West. Not Quebec. All right.
Yeah, we're not plugging another podcast, we're just saying.
Okay, so, well, a good beer, but if you like the lighter body things, if you're looking for bold flavors and a real
It's a lawnmower beer, kids. You know, when you're out there cutting the grass, you're sweating your ass off, you're like, damn, I need a beer, because everybody's like that. You're going to pick Miller High Life. You're going to pick Coors Light. And if you're a Bud Light drinker, you're going to pick that. This is right along those lines. I would say it's right there. It's got a water finish to it, slight beer taste. If you like that, you're going to love this.
And in 96
If you're looking for something other than a beer, and you know what? This might be one of those beers, if you want to hang tough with everyone and sit there and pound, like, yeah, bro, look at me, I'm drinking a 12-pack and I'm still standing. This would be your beer.
Yeah, and in this 96-degree heat, you could just knock this bottle out quick.
Yeah, well, yeah, you don't want to drink ice beers in this 96. It'll knock you out.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a summer beer.
Right. So, ladies and
Definitely a summer beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, bon temps relay. Thanks for watching our video production, and y'all come on down to Jefferson Parish, Louisiana.